Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Vikings towering tight end. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Vikings and the Rams, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use it. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the gun on third down, Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. To throw is Fields. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Mills, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times to
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap. And the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moody. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Moody. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Herbert now. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the counter. Mills. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's now 3rd down. Is that all right?
On 3rd down, it's Mills. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now he's loose again and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Mooney. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Second and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught by Woods. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Now it's Herbert. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Lindsey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second and 9. Off play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
31. Rams 3. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting?
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And he's going to go down again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open.
Taking it right down Broadway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off enough. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, You could just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. On first down, it's Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's pulled in at the 32. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Woods has it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Minnesota.
Herbert now. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.